Everyone, another quick video because I've got so much stuff, or have so much stuff that just recently came in. A couple of big orders, one from 4 Sharp Corners and then another one from Probstein auctions, primarily Sunday and weekday things. The 4 Sharp Corners I'm doing on Sundays. They usually do a big auction on Sunday, and then Probstein Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, kind of midweek. So quite a few, and then some small stuff from other sellers. So I want to start off by 4 Sharp Corners. I know a couple of weeks ago I talked about saving money, but I'm really leery of the value of the dollar, if you will. And so in lieu of that, we'll work for baseball cards. That's my new mantra. So I've been kind of just rolling some cash money back into cards. Stuff that I think is going to be a good long-term investment. Old stuff that when the millions plus of cards that are currently waiting at PSA get returned, won't be amongst those. A really cool O-Pee-Chee Johnny Bench. You know, I know a lot of people do this modern collecting, and more power to them. You're not going to see a lot of modern cards in here. This is all stuff that I wouldn't expect a whole lot of stuff to be flooding into the market. Really, I just couldn't. This is a can't miss A-Rod. I couldn't resist this can't miss. I'll leave it at that. Look how beautiful that card is. 95 Select. All right, another Jeter run. This Sports Illustrated Derek Jeter that are now. Let's see if it can focus for me. Thank you. Looking on the back, numbered to 500. I talked a little bit about my price point. I'm looking anywhere between the teens, low to mid-teens on these. Usually the 8s are in the low teens, the 9s in the mid-teens and above. I shouldn't say above, mid-teens. So I've picked up maybe 30 plus PSA graded Jeters. You know, I did a video a couple weeks ago where I purchased some raw Jeters. The thing is, this stuff that I'm buying is all like late 90s, a few of it early 2000s. So we're talking all pre-September 11th stuff, For me, that's kind of an important date, for some of you as well. That's kind of changed my career path in the military for sure, but a lot of this stuff, late 90s, you're just not going to find it in these mint-9 conditions raw. You may have a good connection with a seller out there, and I don't. So that's why I buy them graded. And plus my belief that ultimately that PSA is going to jack the price up so much, you're just not going to be able to get a card like this graded affordably. Now, this is kind of a rare one, this Fielder's Choice. I think there's about 10 of these graded total. This is the only one that I paid in excess of $20 for. I think I paid about $37 for this. Looking at it, a very rare card. It's like one warp zone in every, I think it was 230 packs of UD Ionics, and I think it might even be like a 20 card set from that warp zone. So a pretty high amount of cards to get through. So you're gonna have to, I think I did the math, and you'd have to go through like a couple thousand packs to pull this Derek Jeter, but a really cool card. There's only 10 of them graded. If you were to buy this raw, for example, the cheapest one I think is near $100, maybe raw, and there's a couple that are like around $200 just raw. Got that for $37 and a 9. Sharp card, cool Ionic set. Ionics is, for those of you who are new to my channel, the Topps Chrome competitor that Upper Deck created back in '98. It ran for a few years before it was discontinued, but it's kind of a chromate finish. Here's a cool Leaf Game Time Let's Play 2. Another low pop count on this stuff. Kind of a die cut with a refractor finish, and I'm at 9. Top Stars. Low price card, but still cool to have it in at 9. It's got some nice refract shine on there as well. 2001 again. SPX. This is the base. And wooden head and bought a nice 89 Pro Set Jerry Rice. Just an Near Intimate 8, around a $6 price point. This is a classic case of I'm totally content with an 8, man. I just wanted this card slabbed in a nice, clean, new Lighthouse holder. And for $6, I can't do any better raw. Here's another really cool card. This is, I believe, the premium stock. It doesn't denote it on this flip, but it is the premium stock. It's got that radial finish. Just look at it shining in your light. It's pretty cool. Curtis Martin's second-year card. I'll be honest with you, kind of missed on that. I thought that was his rookie, but I was wrong. His rookie's 95. This, on the other hand, is the Marvin Harrison rookie from Premium Stock. Again, the radials, man. This card just jumps out at you and says, look at me. What a gorgeous card. Premium Stock from 96 Select Football. They're not all home runs. They're not all base hits. Sometimes you strike out. Some reason I was thinking in the moment that this was a rookie year for Shaq, but a 93 Upper Deck, a Nearman 7. I think I paid $5 for it. So the risk is low on that, but definitely don't consider that a win. All right, next stack. This is all going to be from Probstein. So a couple days, I bundled a lot of stuff, man. He had so much stuff for sale. I lost a lot of bids, but then I won some too. So for my vintage fans, a beautiful 63 post serial. It's kind of ratty. I don't know how I got the 2. Looks like the dog took a bite out of the bottom, but still a really cool Frank Robinson piece. You know, I love me some Frank Robinson. Got an amazing collection for Frank Robinson. Here's a 2-for-1. I say 2-for-1 because I bid on 2 of these with hopings to win 1 and won them both. The Brooks Robinson Jello 63, very tough card. The Jello ones are a little bit smaller than the post and a little bit more elusive. But these actually look better than that Frank Robinson too. It's because they were cut a little too short that they're just given the authentic designator. At least that's my suspicion. All right, a little Pete Rose action every once in a while. I'll pick up something for the Rose collection. This Tiffany from 87 Topps. You know, there's a limited number, a couple thousand of these Tiffany's even printed. So pick any of those up with any big name on it when you can for the affordable price. I think it was around $6 for that. You can tell the Tiffany with the back, that creamy white finish. All right, you've seen this guy before in a couple of my previous videos. Derek Jeter again. This is his 95 Zenith and a 8.5. Then I have 2 Pinnacles that I won, same card. I like the one on the right a little better centering left to right, and there you can tell by that gold foil. Look how young Derek Jeter is. Again, I'm collecting a lot of Jeter because I just think I can't go wrong buying Jeter. You know, as the market corrects itself, I think a lot of the modern players are going to lose their luster, and you're going to want some of the old blue chips that, you know, Derek Jeter hasn't done anything for anybody lately, but that's exactly why he's a good buy in my opinion. Because long term he's going to have that value. I think a generation is still yet to come up that kind of idolize Derek Jeter. So if they get into collecting again and start wanting these Jeter cards, the cost to get, you know, clean copies graded, if there are any clean copies out there, is just not going to make it financially viable to get them graded. So picking them up graded while I can now at a good price point and holding that for the future. Marshall Falk, another great guy, got this for $10. I mean, that's kind of why. You know, really good grade on that, mint 9. Buy it for $10. Another Marvin Harrison rookie. This is the Topps Chrome. I think I paid around $16 for that. You know, and I'm bundling all these together for combined shipping. You know what? I win about every 5th or 6th card that I bid on. So this is the fruit of a lot of work, a lot of prep work, a lot of research, a lot of understanding kind of what I think will be valuable long term. Edgerrin James, Hall of Famer. His stuff has slowly gone up in the last 6 months, but still underpriced as a whole, in my opinion. There's a Pacific Paramount rookie. This is my first Matt Ryan card. You know, I picked this up for under $20. Really clean card. It's a white, you know, white borders and edges, so not too hard to get in high grade. But picked that one up because I thought, you know what? What if Matt Ryan is a Hall of Famer one day? Who knows? Could be. He's an MVP. Played in the Super Bowl. Saw this in another video. A Upper Deck Alonzo Mourning Hall of Fame rookie card. This guy was just introduced in the Hall of Fame the other day. Just a low grade near me. I have this in an 8 already. Just picked it up for I think $6. As I'm bundling with these other cards, here you go. Here's something you don't often see from me. What we consider an ultra modern. I am a big DeAndre Ayton fan. I think he's going to have a good career if he stays healthy. And I bought this for just a few bucks. I don't buy the hype. Like, if you get a 2018 all the way up to 2021 card, I expect it to be, you know, Jim Mint out of the pack. And when it comes up an 8, I'm like, who cares? I just wanted the card to get it slabbed for, you know, for $6, $7, I think is what I paid for this Topps. I did it just because I like DeAndre Ayton, but I don't have a lot of modern in my collection because I think long term The value just isn't there for me. All right, here's something that you may not know about me. I'm a tennis fan, so I remember the guys that I grew up watching and rooting for. Obviously, Anna Kournikova. On my last video, I showed a graded near mint to mint 8 copy of that, and I managed to buy 10 of these for around $7 and change. So I'm looking at about 75 cents into each of these cards, and I'm sure a couple of them would grade a 9, but I have no idea if I'm even going to get them graded. I'm just going to put them away for now. Who knows if they'll have any value, but Anna Kournikova was a cultural icon, and not a bad tennis player, not a great one, but a cultural icon nonetheless. Here's my favorite tennis player of the late 90s, early 2000s. That's Andy Roddick. He's an Omaha boy like myself, so I'm a little biased in that regards. I like on the back of these, they put the prize money for 2002 and their career. And Andy Roddick had made just under $2 million for his career, and then over $1 million of that was just from 2002. I think in 2003, didn't he win the U.S. Open? So that's kind of a cool card. Here's a stack. I just bundled these. Price point, probably just a little over $10 a graded card. So you're talking, yeah, you can't go wrong with that. And then another guy that even more successful than Andy Roddick by a long shot, this Pete Sampras. I wanted to say I'm paying around $14 a card for this, and 5 cards here, once again bundled in that Probstein auction. All right, now these are just independent sellers, onesie twosies that I picked up here and there. My boy Ray Allen, this UD3 96 set, often underrated. This is a premium product, right? You see things like Topps being the flagship, if you will, and the most coveted card for 96, Topps Chrome. But this UD3 was the high-end upper deck product for that year, and it's got a refractor finish there on the front and the back. So really cool cards. Had this in an 8, got it in a 9. Glad I picked it up. Here's a beauty. Just look at that. You know, don't even look at the slab on that. Just enjoy the beautiful refractor shine for this 98 Topps Chrome. Timmy Duncan, season's best refractor, a tough pull. Probably, I think, one in maybe 72 packs, one of these refractors. So they are not easy to come by. This card has got some damage on the back. It's got a long crease here, a small crease here. But does it take away from the eye appeal? Absolutely not. Some of you may say, hey, why not buy this raw, these low-grade raw, and just keep it? Well, because probably I would have paid around the same price raw as I would have gotten this for around $10, right? So I just like it to have it. I think it's in a slab. I think it's clean. I'm not pulling the eyes over anybody when I decide to sell this, if I do decide to sell it. And I tell you what, it doesn't matter to me at all that it's a VGX4 because I'm blinded by the shine of it. All right, last of them are all from one seller. I bundled these all together. Junior Seau. Man, I pulled a lot of 1990 score football. This card had several of these raw. Just look at the guns of Junior Seau. He shares my birthday, and just a dominant player. Dude, he was, it looks like he's playing Ohio State in the Rose Bowl back in '89, I think, in this picture. Just tore it up, was a Pac-10 Player of the Year his junior year, and had a great pro career. Great pro career. And now I'm never going to show you all of them, but I bundled these two as well. A lot of Mint 9 Ivan Rodriguez rookie cards. I think I paid $6 for those two. And then I paid around $11 for these 5 Jeff Bagwell Topps traded rookies from 1991 traded. They're just PSA 8s, right? But clean cards, clean, fresh slabs. I'm just going to throw them in the collection. I don't even need to take them out of the bag. Just put them away for future reuse, right? That's kind of what I'm doing right now. You noticed not a lot of stuff. You hear people say, oh, the market's crashing, the market's crashing. Well, the stuff I'm buying is not necessarily crashing, maybe dipping a little bit here or there, but I don't have a lot invested in this ultra modern. Then again, I'm not ridiculing anyone who does, but I'm all about the greats, man. I'm all about the Hall of Famers who've been forgotten because I remember them. I rooted for them when I was a kid, and I'm willing to bet that they're going to keep their value long term. That's it. I got another long video. Sorry about the length on that. Hope you enjoyed it. Once again, man, I appreciate the posts, the comments you guys have been leaving me. I'll talk to you again later, and thanks again.